right. I liked this song that I was just playing. It's really beautiful. All right, we're up. Nice. Okay. Let me let everybody know. At everyone. Monday stream. Announcements. Yep, that's right. All right. So what I want to do is finish up that that thing where the NPCs take you to get tortured. So we had it set up kind of in theory on paper right here on this OneNote. So unparent the player camera. So deactivate the player. Let's set this on top, and I'll just kind of blindly get all this going. So what will happen is we'll actually go to, let me just take a look at it really quick. You can see the room. It is right, where'd I put it? Interrogation room. All right, here's our little temporary interrogation room. So I figured what I'll do is I'll just have them get sent here for now, and then in the future what I'll do is swap out, or not swap out, but rather interject a little piece of programming that will specify a room in that city. So like I said before, like the hotels or the apartments or whatever, you know, they'll go there. So right now, let's just fucking knock this out. I want to finish this today. So hopefully we can watch that all happen in one go. Capture the player. So en route to interrogation, arrived. Here's where we want to put all that stuff. I'm gonna put this up here so I get some extra room. And okay, activate game object, great. So I think this is where it'll go. Arrived, en route to interrogation. Arrived, yeah. Arrived to despawn. Rusty Chicken says, hey, how's it going there, Steven? What's up, Rusty? It's going pretty good. Just thought I'd squeeze in this little sesh today. It's crazy because I was just talking to some friends on Discord last night, like explaining where the game's at, and it's like, in saying it out loud and saying everything that you could do right now, it is crazy how much is done. There's a lot of systems I haven't even seen. Like I forgot, like there was a you know, the light schedule system and everything. You know, there's all sorts of these little background processes. The stashing system, like all that stuff. You know, it's there and it's waiting to get implemented. And it's trippy. It's trippy saying all that stuff out loud. Okay, so arrive to despawn. We do all this stuff, which says the interrogation has started. So I guess we do put an activate game object in here, right? So this will deactivate the player. I'll put that here. It's gonna get kind of messy, I feel like. Let's see, the player of interest, right? We're gonna deactivate them. It's not gonna be recursive. We're just gonna deactivate the root game object. Set position for the player. Let's do a set position. And that will be targeting the player. Okay. Set position for the player to their player spot, empty game object. Okay, so here's kind of where it becomes interesting, because I'm trying to figure out a way how to do this sort of universally. We could just do something like a find game object. And I'll call this, it'll be tagged as a, we could tag it as, Near Snape says, yo, Steven, what's up, Near Snape? Damn, I haven't seen you in a while. Damn. Old, what is it? It's crazy to see some usernames pop up, and it's like, oh, that's kind of like seeing an old face, you know? Rusty Chicken says, you're getting it done, my man. Kudos on the progress you've made. Thank you. Yeah, it's really coming together. I can't wait till I can put in the assets, though, you know? Because it all looks so cheap right now. The functionality, I think, is fun and great, but, like, the only time it's ever, like, fun to look at is when you're in the Manu Pity Lounge, kind of sometimes in Paris, and kind of sometimes, like, at the places in the park. Oh, and the motels, I guess. I don't know what to call this. I feel like maybe... Because this is a really... If I do find game object, it's a really slow way of... getting a game object, and I don't want to. Like if I could tag it, that would be even better. It's a place, but. Yeah, I'll tag it as a place. I forgot how we're using places. I hope that doesn't fuck with anything, but this is temporary anyway. So the object name will be, I'll just copy and paste it, interrogation room. So we don't even want, let me see, yeah. All right. Tagged as place. Rusty Chicken says, and I have to re-export my PNG files for the UI, re-import to Photoshop, redo the color, re-export to PNG, and then re-import to new. So needless to say, I haven't finished it yet. Yeah, no, I know how that goes. That's that kind of tedium. That shit's real. But it sounds like you're on your way still. Near Snape says, sorry, just been working on the game. Hey, no need to apologize to me. I'm glad to hear you're working on your shit. Near Snape says, glad you're doing good, and the game has come a long way, bro. Thank you. Yeah. Oh man, you know, May's rolling around the corner. I really want to get this to a place where I could start sending it out for people to play test, you know. All right, that's tagged. And then I think I'll even rename these places. So the floor, or actually we'll just put empty game objects in here. Create empty, call it player seat, or interrogation seat. And we'll tag it as a seat. Okay. And I'll put it on this little block. And let's see. Let's like move it up a little bit. And put it like right here. That's fine. I'm gonna unpack this though. Okay, interrogation seats. I'm gonna copy that, put it in here, tagged as seat. All right, and I think that's about it. Oh wait, you know what? Last one. Interrogation room. We're gonna create an empty game object and call it. What do I call it? Agent spawn spot. Agent room what should I call it? Agent spot, whatever. And I'm gonna put that in here. And, oh shit, that's spelled wrong. Hold up. Agent spot. There we go. Is there anything I could tag it as that would be good to get it? I guess at the spawn point. Alright. And I guess interrogation seat should also be, or that's a seat, that's a seat. You know what, I'll put that as a spawn point as well. Okay. And I think that's pretty solid. So I'll put this interrogation seat is set as a spawn point. And I'll do this, same thing. All right. Now let's get in our NPC's business. Capture the player. Arrive to despawn. Okay, so it finds the game object called interrogation room. Or actually, we don't even need to do that. Now that these ones are tagged also, I could just set these up. So, okay, we're gonna do this quick and easy way. Interrogation seat. Find the game object called interrogation seat. It is a spawn point. I'm gonna store it as put player here, and we'll do another find game object. Or actually, no, let's just do that one first. Rusty Chicken says, at least I have some good mechanics and functionality in the game now. It actually looks and feels like a game when I play it now. Up to about 20 minutes of playing time in the first scene. Nice. Very cool. Okay. So we deactivated the player, and then we set the position for the player to the empty game object, and then we need to reactivate the player. There we go. It's funny. Copy, paste, put them. No, it's actually right there. Okay. All right. Oh, we need to do... Wait, am I? Oh shit, did I do this twice? I almost did this twice. That's funny. Okay. Here we go. Activate game object. There we go. Okay. So we turn the player off, we find the interrogation seat, we set the player down there. Let's actually get the position of the seat. Louis Gearhammer. Louis, can you please tell me how to say your name? I don't wanna botch that every time. Hey Steven, just realized you're the very same who's doing the tutorials on the Playmaker channel. Yep. That's me. That's me. We just dropped 2 more today: breakable crates and dynamic reticles. Tutorials I wish I would have had when I was starting. Rusty Chicken says, hate that I can't hang tonight at 5 a.m. Wake up for work tomorrow, so have a good one. Let me know about your GitHub repo soon. Oh yeah, fuck, I keep forgetting about the GitHub repo. I will talk about it soon enough. It's a good thing to talk about. Yeah, get some rest. Thanks for swinging by though. Yeah, I gotta talk about that GitHub repo. Okay, so we turn off the player, find the game object. Now get the position. Okay, I'll put that underneath this. We're getting the position of the put player here. This is the vector. We'll call put player here underscore v3. That's in world space. And then we'll do the set position. We'll use that put player here v3. And that's also in world space. Activate game object. So it puts the player there, and then it turns the player back on. And then we need to enable an FSM. So we'll do enable FSM. It's the being interrogated FSM. Okay. Copy, paste, and we're specifying our player. So that's player of interest. And then we don't want to reset on exit. We just want to enable this. Just Lewis or Lewis is fine. All right. Guy, not how to explain. Guy, Lerma. The LH, not sure how to explain. Huh. What is the sort of nationality, culture of origin of that name? Do you know? Because I didn't know what my last name was for a while, honestly. Because people told me it was Irish, and it's like, I think that's it. But also then I heard that there's like some weird British thing way back in my heritage. And then it's like extra confusing because I'm mostly Mexican. That's where most of my family is from. Like, what in the world is Guilherme? Portuguese. Guilherme. Is the equivalent of William. Oh, Guilherme. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I've never seen that name. All right, so we activate that FSM, and then we set FSM bool. Interrogation started in the agent routine FSM. Okay, so we'll put in a set FSM bool. Let's put that down here. Let's put that after we have this bool value. So we'll be focusing on the agent routine, and the variable hasn't been put in there yet. So before I just fucking completely forget, and later on I'm running the game like, what? Why isn't it working? I'm just gonna put it in here. In fact, I'm gonna copy and paste it from here. Capture the player. Interrogation started. Copying it. I'm putting this bool. Agent routine. It's a bool value. Paste that shit in. Boom. All right. By the way, I followed the tutorial to grab and throw objects, but the object can't keep up with the player. When I move the mouse, it will eventually rotate around the player. Can a vector clamp fix this? Sorry to break your flow, but this is driving me crazy. But the object can't keep up with the player. I followed the grab and throw objects. You're talking about the one that I released through Hutong, right? Like the official Playmaker grab and throw object. But the object can't keep up with the player. When I move the mouse, it will eventually rotate around the player. I'm not quite sure. It'll eventually rotate around the player. Can you take a video of this and share it in the Discord? If you go to the in my Discord, go to the Unity help section, the Playmaker Unity help. If you just post a little video of what's happening, and maybe when you do that, also while you're recording the video, like you can see, you posted a video on the Discord channel help, but since you're here, just figured it out. Oh, you did? Okay. Shit, yeah, because it's hard to say off the top of my head why it doesn't keep up with the player. When I move around the mouse, it'll eventually rotate around the player. Yeah, I'm not sure. Are you parenting it? I guess that's a question, right? That's funny. Somebody just, this ambient genre on Epidemic, this is just like total white noise, like water stuff. Okay. Alright, no worries, dude. Sorry to bother you with this. No worries. Broken is trying to help out. Oh, Broken's great. Broken is totally... He's helped me, or I should say they. I don't know if... I'm not trying to assume who it is, what they are. Yeah, Broken has helped me in the past. And they have been very helpful. Extremely helpful. Yeah, it's parented. Yeah, I'm not sure. Couldn't say offhand. Okay, so I got this interrogation started. We'll put in... going back to the capture the player one. In this state, we are setting this value to true. We should be able to select it now in here. Interrogation started. There it is. Nice. Set FSM bool, interrogation started in the agent routine FSM, and then send the check again event. Right. I think I have a check again event in here, right? Yep. And I'm gonna put it right down here. Okay, so it checks again. And then what needs to happen though is this needs a new FSM. So we have follow the target, capture the player, and then in agent routine, before it checks the is capturing thing, it should actually set, let me see, I'm gonna just move these up. Oops. And do it like this. And down here, I won't make the mistake I made last time. So I'm gonna do this first. This false is gonna go right here. Last time I left it skipping the state I was creating, and it created an infinite loop error that was not prompted by anything, so Unity would just crash. That was a pain in the ass. So check if interrogation. All right, I'm just gonna call it check interrogation started. There we go. And this will have a bool test. It'll be testing the interrogation started. It's true. Got that. If it's false, got this. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, if it's false, it goes down here to the is capturing. And if it's true though, then it's going to interrogate player. Okay, looks good. And we'll have a start FSM on here. So I'm gonna copy pasta this. Yeah, okay. And we're gonna create a new FSM called, come on. I'm gonna call this one Interrogate. And then we'll drag and drop this in here. Boom. And I'm actually just gonna collapse all components just so we can run a little speedier. All right, so it's running that. Does it put the name? Oh, nice, it does. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Okay, so it starts that. And see, auto name. Nice. I should be doing that for all of these. Wait, where did auto name go? Oh, here we go. Nice. Oh, I love it. I love it. Auto name. Oh, shit. Right now, this ambient, wait, none at airport. Oh, okay, okay, there's nothing in there. So I'm gonna turn that off. Doesn't do shit. Right now there's like white noise ambience playing on Epidemic, and it's really nice. But it's not the best stream music, is it? So I'm gonna skip this really quick. Let's see. It's called Brown Noise Streets. Brown noise is that tone that doesn't really do it, I don't think, but that's supposed to make you shit your pants. Okay. Right? So let's see, send worried. I'm gonna do auto name. Oh, I love this. I fucking love this. Auto name. Okay, so interrogate player. Oh, hello. Did it do that to all these now? Uh-oh, that's kind of a thing. That's a thing. Interessant. All right, well, that's worth bringing up to Alex. I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to happen. Okay, whatever. We got this. So I'm just gonna edit the name. Interrogate. Weird. Oh, because auto name is on now. Huh. Interrogate. All right, enough of that nonsense. Here we go. Let's continue. So it sends a check again, and it sets that bool, so it'll come here, and I think the last thing that it should do, so I'll check this box off, say we're done with that. But while we're here, this these variables need to get set to 0. I mean, set to they need to be reset. So check and route when. So that, okay, when, and then check interrogation, en route to interrogation, en route when, did when. Okay. So some of these values are going to have to get reset, and we'd rather do that sooner than later. So let's actually put them at the top. So for example, when you win, it sets this value, did win, right? Check. So we should actually write these down because I'm going to forget all of them. So it does did win, And it does in route win. In route win. Does it set anything else? It does. It sets the parent, sets the bool value, the position, animator play. Okay. Does this have anything else in it? Just does that. Okay, looks good. And then lastly here, that might be it. It might just be those two. Okay, that's not bad. We'll just put these in here then. So it'll be a set bool value, and we'll move it to the top. Or actually, no. Let's move to the bottom, and it'll be one of the last things that gets reset. So it's like, we'll put it just above this interrogation started stuff, or just after that one. Okay, so we'll copy, paste, and we're resetting the, Louis says, do you use array makers for pretty much everything that you need to get multiple of? I use array maker plenty, but recently I've started to use FSM arrays as much as I can. Like, I would really like to get to a point where, like, there's some things right now that array maker does that FSM arrays can't yet, but that's kind of like, there's not too big of a difference between them, and since there's like a lot of sort of convenience, quality of life things about FSM arrays, I try to use those whenever I can. But there's some things where, like, just because of how procedural my game is, having the reference name specifically for arrays, that's what I like. I use that a lot, because having that reference, like being able to target which array you're like trying to get, by literally just setting a string value and building string values, you can target like specific arrays, and that's like a really it's a really cool way to kind of like just procedurally interact with arrays, instead of having to build super complex FSMs and stuff. Set bool value did win, and in route win, and both of these are getting set to false. Okay, now that that's done, the being interrogated FSM. Deactivate the agent. Okay, so here's the thing, is that the being interrogated FSM, where is it? Or interrogating player. Interrogate, that's what it is. So interrogate needs to this needs to tell this is the NPC telling the player now that they're being interrogated. And so the player will have a way of this is a really fucking weird way to do this, but I guess I don't have to deactivate. Yeah, we should enable FSM. Okay, here we go. So back at capture the player, we will set FSM game object. This is a really fat state. Look at this state. This state has so much crazy shit happening in it. The only reason I'm putting all this shit into one state is because I can. It's a tiny bit less organized than usual, but the value of that is that I don't have to create an additional check condition. You know, these bools that check which state, which part of the FSM that we're in the middle of. And the reason you do need to put these is because the NPCs, they're running a behavior tree. So the behavior trees, they run in ticks. And so like what that is like every time something happens, or even just kind of on a regular pulse, the whole behavior tree will check the current conditions of everything. It'll run through everything that's currently true and find out what's false and this and that. And whenever that happens, it's kind of like, if you can imagine sort of like, what is this like? It's kind of like, honestly, like veins, right? It's like veins. It's like the blood flowing through your veins. And if any one of them sort of like stopped, when one of them clogs up, like, and things stop flowing through that one vein. Maybe this isn't the best analogy, but hang in there with me. You know, your body will like send signals in some regards that vein is clogged, right? Or there will be some type of feedback that your body will have that vein is clogged. And that's not the best way to explain it. Anyways, I guess the better way to say it is that behavior trees make the FSMs sort of run from the start all the way through to their furthest point possible, right? So it's kind of like when the behavior tree above this gets a tick, then and it lands here, this one will also run through everything. It'll start here, even if it made it all the way over here, right? It'll start here again, like a moment later, and run through these. But now instead of, you know, the very first time, it skips these because it's not low, it hasn't lost or won, and it'll do these things because that's like its first time running through. And then when it's here, this is where it's kind of like waiting to decide whether or not it wins or loses. But while it's here, other shit could be happening where the behavior tree branches above this FSM are still pulsing and ticking. So like when that happens, this whole FSM gets momentarily deactivated and then returned on again. And when it gets turned on again, it starts at the top and comes here and it checks, and it's like, have you won? Have you lost? No. Okay, coming back all the way here. And when it's here and it finally chooses whether or not it won or lost, then when it gets here, it sets this bool value, did win, or it sets this bool value, did lose. And what that does is it sets it up so when there's another tick, and this has to start from all the way from the top again, these check states will be like, all right, so where do we pick up from? Because we don't want to run through all this again, because it might overwrite something or just something weird will happen. You want to go straight to the state that it last left off at. So if it lost, it'll go here. If it won, it'll go here. And you know, the thing with win is that there's even more things to check. It's like, all right, well, is like, since the NPC won, are they en route to their little spawn point? Because they're supposed to walk somewhere after that. And if that's false, then it goes here because it has to do that, right? It has to set up. But if it's true, if they are kind of heading over there, or if the bool is true, then it comes here where it does another check where it's like, okay, they eventually got to the en route thing, but on top of that, did the interrogation start? So if they did start the interrogation, then it'll skip over here. It'll skip over there. But if they didn't, it'll begin the interrogation. You know, so there's kind of, there's all these like, you know what that is? They're checkpoints. I guess the best way to describe that is like, when you're creating behavior trees, you want to create checkpoints for your FSM because it has to loop through from the beginning of everything to check all of its current conditions. And yeah, so that's what those are about. Okay, so Let's see. Arrive to despawn. Okay, we're here. And I think at the bottom is where I put this, right? Set FSM game object. So we will specify the owner's interrogate FSM. And we'll make a new variable. We'll call it, or actually no, it'll just be player of interest again. And we're going to set the value as our player of interest. And that's it. So over here at the interrogate FSM, we'll have an enable FSM. And this will be targeting a new variable called player of interest, which gets set by that thing, right? And by the way, this should be off by default, so I'm going to turn it off. It's fat state for sure, pretty cool. I just found out Playmaker has a window called FSM controls that you can dock in the inspector and change all the variables of the object there. Super dope. Yeah, it's like reveal them in inspector. So like variables, you come over here, like you click on this and you put this like input or output and it'll pop up over here. Like if I check input, it'll open up it'll reveal that in the inspector. Yes, so useful, so useful. Okay, so enable FSM. We're gonna enable it. We don't want to reset on exit. And the player of interest's FSM will be called being interrogated. Okay. All right. And here, we haven't like set this up necessarily. But this is, let's see. I think what we could do is like deactivate this nav mesh component. Set this enabled to off, right? So that disables the nav mesh component. And then we can find game object. It'll be the, oops, come on. Agent spot, which is tagged as a spawn point. And we'll store it in a new variable called put agent here. And we'll get property. Oops, get property. Or no, I'm sorry, get position. What am I saying? Specifying the object. Put agent here. Vector put agent here underscore v3. And then we do a set position. So we're doing the same thing pretty much, except with the player we deactivated it because that's the only way I've been able to find out how to bypass all, because like, you know, the fucking player is such a house of cards. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with the character controller, but even when I disabled the character controller and put the player somewhere and then reactivated the player controller, like that wouldn't work all the time, and I was never really quite sure why. So instead I just opted to turn the player off completely, by just deactivating it, put them somewhere and then reactivating them. Both NPCs, it seems to work just fine to just turn off their nav mesh agent. I think. I'm pretty sure that's been working so far. So we're setting the position of, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do let's just do this. Do a get owner. And put it at the top. and we'll store it in this NPC. So we're gonna set the position of this NPC at put agent here v3 in world space, and we'll do a late update to be safe. Okay, and then we can do this set property. We'll just put it back so we can enable it now, and that should be good. So I think at the very least, these fucking two characters, the player and the agent, should spawn at the place. Deactivate the agent, set position for the agent, empty game object. Player camera smooth look at the NPC's face. Okay. You know what I'll do is I'll do the smooth look at here. Like may as well. Let's see. Oh, you know what it needs to do too is like, once it's done with that though, this is another one of those examples where you have to set like a little checkpoint. So I'm gonna get rid of this actually. And let's put a start state here. Set a start state. We'll do this as put agent, or I'll call this warp agent. So when this is done, we go here to warp the agent, and when this is done, go here where, let's see, let's do a set bool value. The very end here, call it agent warped. Okay, we'll set that to true. And up here, actually, we'll create a new one, new state, where check agent warped. And that's a bool test. Agent warped. Okay, we got true, and we got false. Okay. So if it's false, then we need to do it. We need to warp the agent. We'll put this off to the side, and I'll put that up there. And if it's true, it goes like that. There we go. Check agent warped. If it's false, then you need to warp the agent. If it's true, then we come here to the agent is warped. And when the agent has warped, I think that's when we should enable this FSM, maybe. Or actually, nah. Let's leave it like that. That sounds good enough to me. Okay. And then here we'll have the smooth look at. And get child. Player of interest. Child name. I think it's just called player camera. Oh, you know, I'm not even gonna do that. I'm just gonna get main camera. Okay, cool. And then new variable, call it player camera. All right. So the player camera will look at the, where is it? Neck, head, mouth holder, here we go. Right there. Doesn't need to keep vertical. Speed, we'll set it to 1. Let's make it nice and slow. And the finish tolerance will be 0.1. Okay, so it's just going to stick around doing that. Okay, I'm just going to call this look interrogation began. Oh, This might have to get moved around a little bit, but I think we can actually press play and see this work now. Let's see. Let's try. Something's missing. I'm already nav mesh stuff. There we go. Okay, so this stuff, it needs to be set up on the nav mesh. Haven't set that up yet. So I'll just put this in navigation as walkable and this as not walkable, and then we'll bake that shit. Cool. You know what I kind of feel like doing, just for the drama of this? Like, you gotta make it fun. So, like, simple. I'm gonna put this, oh, it's a door. I want a wall. Like this. There we go. Turn off the lights. Okay. And turn snapping on. And turn it on for here too. Yeah. And extend it out. Put it inside the game object. And put it over here as well. Okay. And set both of these to not walkable. Now, let's bake it. Cool. So our NPC can walk through there. Now, I go there because that's my interrogation seat. And then agent spot, though, we want him to go like over here. So he'll walk out in front of us. I'll put it up like right here. All right, that's a good spot. Right here. Let's just scooch him back a little bit. Let the tension build. All right. I think we can run this. Let's see. How can you expedite this process? Oh, right, we just have to get caught by him. Okay. Let's see. Skip this song. Holy moly. Uh-oh. What's going on here? What's going on here? Something is very wrong. Oh no, there we go. Okay. All right, let's find out who hates DC today. Nice, it's London. I don't like going to London, but that's where we're gonna go. Player, warp 1, and our dude's over here. That's him right there. So as soon as that guy turns around, he is gonna start chasing after us. All right, he turns around and why isn't he chasing? There he goes. All right, here it comes. And I'm just gonna lose. All right, and he's dragging us away. Might take a sec for him to get there. Hold on. I'm gonna get him just so we could see him on camera. Agent, find, and let's see, Shift D, and I'll turn off gizmos and continue playing it. There. So there he is. You can't see us right now because I think our body's still over there. Yeah. So later on, what I'll do is I'll make it so you can actually see the player's body getting dragged. He's also facing the wrong direction. Like that animation should be playing like as if he's walking backwards, you know? Okay. So he should be getting to the place pretty soon. And then, like, you know, the player's leg or something will be parented to his hand, so it looks like he's dragging us. Come on. Oh, okay, so what crashed? Missing FSM component. Player... The player doesn't have the being interrogated one? Wait, what? Did we not put that in? Huh. That's kind of a crazy oversight that I made. Well, even so, it looks like they disappeared, right? And so I should be able to focus on them. And... okay, so he's there now. And he's there. So they went there. They got teleported. It did work. Oh, and you know what I forgot to do is I forgot to set their agent positions. I mean, their agent destinations. I should be able to just press play and skip that. Yeah, it just... Yeah. Where in the world is our camera, though? Is it still... I think it's like... Oh! Whoa. Where did our agent go? He's over there. Oh, that's strange. He was over there for a second, though. Interesting. Okay. Well, the warp worked. So let's player. Huh, yeah, I guess I didn't. I totally missed that. So we'll add in the FSM. It's called being interrogated. And it'll be deactivated. I'm not going to put anything in just yet. And our NPCs. Skip this song. Oops, no, we want the NPC. What is it called again? Interrogate. Okay. Check if the agent's warped. Set will value if it is. Okay, interrogation begin. Get child, smooth look at. Okay. This should probably just I'm gonna take these and put them over here just in case I want to keep this here, but I'm gonna turn them off, and I'm just gonna pick up on here. So what do we want? We want set agent destination. And I think what that means too is in capture the player. This arrived to despawn. Macalina, yo! What's up, Macalina? Are you liking this new soundtrack to the channel? This ambience? I haven't yawned this entire time, but you know, this one's actually just kind of getting to me. Let me skip ahead. Let me skip ahead because there's some in here that are like chill, but some of them are just like sleepy. Let's see. I like some of these dramatic ones. They're cool. Just got back from work making some barbecue chicken. Let me give this new soundtrack a listen for a few. Okay, yeah, here. Drink it in, drink it in. The new soundtrack is all ambience. Okay, so the set FSM game object. We don't even need to do that. We could just go straight to Interrogate, where we do find game object, and it's called agent spot. Oh wait, no. Interrogation seat. There we go. What are you working on today? So I am working on the interrogation part. So now agents can find you. Well, agents will follow you, and then when nobody's looking, they'll go and try to kidnap you. And when they try to kidnap you, you get into that little super crazy clicky mini game thing. If you win, you push them down and they go down for a little while, but then they go back to chasing you. Or they go back to kind of what the previous routine was, so they won't chase you if there's people watching again. And then they will, if you win, or no, I'm sorry, if they win, then they'll knock you out and they'll drag you, and you get the crazy camera upside down thing, right? And then you get to the civ spawn point where they deactivate. So now today I'm at that part. They just deactivated, or no, I'm sorry, what a better way to play is they just warped. So now they warped to the interrogation room. So now I'm at the part where they're at their interrogation room, and I'm gonna make it right now. So like the NPC walks out from behind a door, you know, they have to have the dramatic entrance, and they step in front of you. So that's what this is right now. So this interrogation seat is a spawn point, and I'm gonna store it as interrogation seat, or actually I'll call it destination. And I'm gonna do a get position. Macalina says, nice, thanks. What are you working on today? What do you got going on? You said you're gonna make that barbecue chicken, or are you chilling tonight? an equally valid activity. Getting the position of the destination. I'll call this destination underscore v3. It's world space, find game objects at agent destination. Oops. Float compare. Move to bottom. And get agent distance. Remaining distance. Every frame. Mechalina says, today is bug fixing and getting my push notifications to work on iOS. Ooh, push notifications. Nice. That sounds fun. Writing the copy for push notifications sounds fun. Maybe a bit of animation work. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh, we are so lucky. We are so lucky. It's fun work to be doing. Remaining distance, comparing it to something like 2 meters or 1.5 meters. Let's do it as 2. Let's do it as 2. That sounds fine. Let's be bold and actually do 1.5. Okay. Nothing says bold like knocking things, like getting the difference between two things. Okay, so equal, next, or less than, same thing, next, getting this every frame. Okay, and then it goes off to here. And this one we're just gonna do an agent set. Agent is stopped. Oh wait. Path pending done event. This will be next. And we'll put these in here. There we go. So it tells the agent to continue. And then it goes here. Oops, come on. En route to torture. And then we'll stop the agent. So once he arrives, he'll stop. And we'll do an animator play. Should do, what is it? Idle 1? Or is it just idle? Every single fucking time, I forget the name of these things. Idle 1, indeed. And we'll do, I remember walk 1 because it sounds like wog 1. Wog 1. Okay. Move to top. And we'll do walk 1. And if they're en route, let's see, it warps the agent, interrogation began. And put this over here. And get this. We'll have a bool test to check our checkpoints. Bool test. En route torture. Gosh, I hate that word so much, you know. And it's like, yeah, I'm making a fucking video game where they are gonna torture you for information. Probably like put like you know, clamp a car battery and whatchamacallit, jumper cables to your nipples or something, but like that's all in good fun in a lot of ways, but it's still, man, just thinking about real life torture shit is so fucked up. Ugh. Okay. So it does bool test. We don't want that running every frame. We'll have this as true and false. And this will be check. Come on. Check in route torture. If it's true, then we go over here. Link color orange. And if it's false, keeps going down to there. All right. En route to torture. All right. Now I think this is ready to go. Oh, one last one. Should probably be something like this. It's a check. Check torture or interrogation begun or started. I feel like I'm gonna end up wanting to change some of these variable names, but I just, you just have to fucking go with it. Like, you just have to find out later, because you can end up sitting here and like pondering on a bunch of shit when your answer would be much more informed and much clearer, and like with the ability to actually change it. It's not like you can't go back and change it. So true. Dinah says, hello. What's up, Dinah? Hello. How are you doing, Dinah? Did everybody see the new tutorials I put out today? The new official Hutong, what is it? I put out a dynamic reticle and a breakable crate tutorial. Pillars of video games. Mechalina tells Dinah hello. Says hi. So if the interrogation is started, I'm gonna go here, and I'll do a set bool value. Move to the top. It's interrogation started. True dat. And if it's false, then it needs to go here. Okay. Looks good. Link color, orange. This one, link color, green. All right, so here is where all the torture begins. Set green. I feel like it should be red because it's fucking a disgusting act, but All right. Get that intel. I like this. I was joking-ish. Hutong man, says Mechalina. Hutong man. That sounds like a superhero for like impoverished Chinese culture, right? Because isn't that, it means like, it doesn't necessarily have to be impoverished, I guess, but it's like, it is the back alley kind of stuff, right? Isn't that what that means? So what are you doing now? Right now, I was about to hit that play button, TBH, to watch what happens when you get caught by an agent. They knock you out and they take you to get tortured. So let's do that. Let's test it out. I think it's good to go. I'm gonna hit play. find some music. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna go find the agency that, so right now in all the testing stuff, you automatically start working for the CIA. Oop. Which means that you're in DC. I think the CIA headquarters actually isn't really in DC, but you know, video games. So I have to find the city who is the rival of that, who set that as like their target. You know, which city looks at DC and goes, they're our fucking enemy. Today it's Berlin, right? See, their rival city is DC, so we're going to Berlin. And then when we get to Berlin, I'm actually going to highlight him now. Actually, I'll highlight him after. So we're going to Berlin. And then I'll go in here into the movie theater because the agent won't attack me unless nobody's around to see. Okay, there he comes. And he's attacking me and I'm just going to lose. All right, he got me. And now he's dragging my body to the nearest sort of like city exit where he can take me to be interrogated. Okay, so he made it over there, but our camera is stuck. Let's see. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to put the camera back on the player, I think. Right? Is my camera still in here? It is. It is still here. But it's like somewhere crazy fucking far. Oh, I need to put its position back to something else. Okay, noted. Came this close. Is our agent right here though? He's not. He's not on either side of these. It's a little concerning. All right. When does DevLogs Part 4 come out? Soon. I promise. In fact, I think tonight I'm gonna get that ball rolling. Because I've been really caught up just working on the game, you know, and then I always like try to rationalize that the stream is sort of a replacement for the devlog, but we are coming up on, let me check actually, we're coming up on, I believe, 2 months since the last devlog. Yep, just hit it yesterday, kind of. First 61 days that the last one has been out, so that's about 2 months that it's been out. So honestly, yeah, I should be doing that. You know what? Hold me to it. Devlog 3 will be out this week. Mechalina says, this is going to be fun to do a voiceover of. Right. Yeah. Man, the voiceover stuff. Man. Yeah, the voiceover stuff. God damn. It's true. It's going to be fun. Let's find out what the hell happened here. Why we didn't... I shouldn't have pressed stop, huh? I should have looked at the FSM. Stupid. So fucking dumb. Capture the player. And... when you win... en route to interrogation... Okay. Arrive to despawn. Okay, so it should be getting the camera position from the player look FSM. And then set parent, the player camera, to the player of interest. It does that. And then it sets the position of the player camera to that camera position. But From what I can tell, it's not really doing that. What if I uncheck this? And it even changes the rotation of the camera back to normal. Oh, and also it needs to activate player of interest. Right. So on the player, let me make sure this is still here. Camera position. Okay, it's still there. But in being interrogated, let's enable some FSMs again. Well, we're just gonna enable the one. Enable player look. Oh wait, no, we don't even want that. I'm tripping. Let's do smooth look at. Or am I tripping further? I feel like the player should be doing it. What are the variables in here? None. Strange. The player camera's here. And that's its position. And that's its position in local space. I'm gonna run the game and we'll look at the FSM to see why it does that. But before I do that, I do want to just take a quick glance at this guy. Check en route to interrogation, arrive to despawn. Okay, cool. Does that for all the player stuff. But what about interrogate? Here we go. Check agent warped. Warp the agent. This is what I want. It disables the nav mesh. Agent gets the spawn point. Puts the agent there. And then turns the nav mesh agent back on. Should work. All right, I'm just gonna play it and we'll see why it doesn't. If it doesn't, again, unless one of the tiny little things that I changed, you know, makes all the difference in the world somehow. Who hates DC? London. London hates DC. Okay. You can get me right here, can't you? Nobody can see me, right? Oh, that guy can see me. God damn it. All right, well, once he turns around, you can get me. Come on, get me. I have to wait to be out of sight. Hurry up, mailman. What about, like, can he see me, like, right here? Oh, yeah, there we go. Cool. All right, I'm just going to lose. All right. Hope I'm not missing anything. He's dragging us back. Right here, presumably, would be, in an ideal world, memories and the faces of the people who matter most to you in your life. Come on. I really am so happy with the pacing of this game. The fact that there is a part in this game where this happens. And you literally have to experience, like, okay, here we go. My player look is still stuck, so I can't move my camera. I don't know why. Why? Player look is activated, but I can't. Let's see. I can't move it. Let's look at the camera. It kind of makes sense to not be... Okay, player look is still deactivated though. I wonder why. That's strange. Dinah says, oh yes, I want to ask how to get the position at the end of the raycast with the Playmaker because I want to make a grappling gun mechanic. I move the player to that position. Isn't there a... Literally in raycast, look. In raycast, that store hit point, that vector 3, that's all it is. You just get that. That's where it hits. Okay, so let's find out why my dude also just realized the agent isn't over here. I think the biggest problem right now is that the agent isn't over here. So if I go to London's agents, here. The agent, for some reason, is still in London at the very corner over here, which kind of makes sense. It's like the closest point to this. Let me see. Trying gizmos. Maybe the place that he was supposed to get wasn't close enough. He's supposed to get agent spot. It's like right there. He should be able to get that. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Wait a minute. Where is it? No, I guess, yeah, it still is right above that. He still should be able to get that. Let's ask him. Let's ask him to his face. Get XYZ, then store those values to bring up later. Though not near Playmaker at the moment. Okay, thanks. Yeah, super right in front of you. The agent in the capture the player one. Okay, it looks like he got through all of this. But it gets disabled only after doing this. Okay, so it disables that. Is there any null values? Nope, all that checks out. Puts the player there. All right, what about an interrogate? We apparently get all the way over to this part. It gets the interrogation seat. It does get the agent spot, and it gets its location. And then when we set the position, we set it over there. I would like to run a test where I deactivate the nav mesh agent component, but don't reactivate it. So what'll happen is we'll at least see whether or not the NPC gets over there when not considering the nav mesh agent stuff. So normally when we do the warp agent, I deactivate the nav mesh agent component and then warp him and then reactivate it. So right here, I'm gonna turn this off. So that way it just stays deactivated. And we'll see if he gets over there. Because if we do see that he gets over there, then we'll know that the reason he's warping somewhere else is tied to him kind of like not reaching a specific point on the nav mesh or something like that. Okay. Does London hate us again? They don't. They hate Paris. What about Paris? Paris hates Berlin. What about Berlin? Berlin hates DC. That's what I'm talking about. So let's get jumped really quick. Come on. Give it to me, Zaddy. Where is he? Is that him? Or no. Oh, is he running towards me right now? I think he's running towards me. Oh, no, he's walking. Okay, now he's running towards me. There we go. All right, I'm going to lose. He's dragging me. Thankfully in Berlin, the despawn point is super close, so we'll see it happen right now. There he is. He got there. Okay. And the reason this gave me an error is because it was trying to do some nav mesh shit after that, but obviously, like, I deactivated it, so no big deal. NBD. All right, that means that it is tied to the nav mesh spot, agent spot. We put him there. Navigation. It's we're close enough, man. Why are you tripping? You know what it could be? It could be that it's like maybe too low to the ground or something. Maybe I have to like raise it. And then the other thing that's happening that's worth taking a look at is why the player look doesn't get activated. I'm gonna try just continuing this. I'm even gonna just fire that off artificially. Pausing it. And let's check if our player. Being interrogated. That's what it is. Oh, dummy. Why did I check that off? That's right. That's right. I forgot. It's not supposed to be like that. Okay. So the only problem, so everything is working fine. I just forgot I turned something off, except for the whole agent not showing up on a, where he should. That part's still a mystery to me. So I'm gonna fix that right now. And then what I think I'll do is I'll probably just have it so the player itself, when the interrogated FSM kicks off, the player will have a smooth look at thing. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe the NPC can. It doesn't really matter which side it's on right now as far as I can tell. But let me make sure this is actually stopping. Okay, there we go. Adonis says, what's up? What's up, Adonis? How goes it? I'm just about to put the finishing touches on this agent routine in Interrogate. Get that intel. I'll put the smooth look here. Specify the game object. Player camera. And I'll just go ahead and put this in here. Right there. Get child. Whoa, there we go. And then get that intel. Smooth look at. Mouth holder. Do that. Do this. Bada bing, bada boom. 0.01. Alright, that looks pretty good to me. I'll delete this. And in the warp agent part, this is what we need to fix. So let's see. Disables nav mesh agent, puts them over there. And then what is the BFD? You know what I've never tried, actually? And I've seen it around. Warps agent to the provided position. Send events based on a result. Returns if true, if otherwise. What if we tried this? I've never tried this action. I don't think. I can't remember a time I've tried this action. It sounds like what I want to do. Like, I may have just been making this very complicated for myself for a very long time. So I'm going to disable that set property. I'll disable that set position. And I'll keep the get position because we need to put them there. So the new position is going to be... That would be really cool if this works. That would make my life a whole lot easier. Put agent here. That would be really cool if this works. Let's see. Success, new variable. I'll put it as agent warped. Oops. Why am I doing that? Agent warped. So instead of setting the bool value, we'll do a bool test. And it's going to check that bool value, agent warped. If it's true, true. If it's false, false. The boys are back in town. What's up, John Jero? Interrogating sounds cool as fuck. Thank you. I think it sounds cool too. I hope it's cool. We're right at the precipice of being able to start programming that part. So far, it's just the you being interrogated shit, so it's like more about you withstanding things. It's also going to be really simple. It's not going to be terribly complicated. I think the things that's going to make the interrogation interesting is sort of all the variables that go into changing it. Because, like I've talked about in the past, like the energy and sleep thing, that's going to be a whole factor. So it's like if you're sleepy, the interrogation is going to be a lot harder to withstand. And but if you're well rested, have a cup of coffee and all that stuff, like you can stand the torture a little bit more. So I can use the store point variable to get the end position of the raycast. That's right. So that where it says store hit point, what that is like, you know, if you had a laser pointer, wherever the dot is, that would be your hit point, and that stores that information, that position. Like if you wanted to design a laser pointer with Playmaker, you'd use like a raycast and like a set position. Do set positions do every frame? Yeah. So you do like a raycast and a set position, and like, you know, put like a little red sphere. Its position you set as is the hit point from the raycast, and you just put those both on the same state and put them both as every frame, and like wherever you point at, that's where the little sphere would be. Okay, so going next, we'll go here. We're gonna get rid of this finished transition. I'm gonna add this false statement, and we're gonna switch these. And if it's false, we're gonna go to this state where I'll just say failed. And then we'll just kind of, we'll check it. Like that shouldn't exist. That'll just be a dead end for now for testing purposes. And then, yeah. But I've never used this agent warp action. So fingers crossed. Let's see if this shit works. That would be really cool. I've never used that action. I always see it. I don't know why I haven't tried using it until now. So I can use the to get the end of it, probably with the range of the raycast. I don't know. Hopping on using NSP. Hey, don't just come general voice cat if you want. Had the spell come that way, huh? All right, not London. Paris. Cool. We're going to Paris. Agents this way, so let's do player speed 50. I need to cook dinner tonight because I've been ordering out so much. Where's this guy? Oh, okay. I'm just gonna lose. He's dragging me. And who is he? Where is he? He is... pause it really quick so it's not all laggy. I'll find him. Oh no. I'll find him. There we go. He's right here. And I'll continue to play. All right. He's dragging us. He can clip through those because I never set up their nav mesh shit. I'm gonna change this to 1610. I really do want to figure out how to flip this guy around because the animation would look so cool. If it was actually facing the right direction. Also, very casually just dragging a body as some other dude crosses the street. I might have to consider some other clandestine alternative. Like, what I originally wanted to do was have them find the nearest, like, I would set up points around every city where it's like the nearest like kidnap despawn point. And what that would do is like, it would spawn a car there, or like a car to go to that spot, and then he will just go to that spot and then throw your body in and get in. So it's like a super fast, you know, like to speed things up, but also like it makes sense in the context of, you know, like you don't, obviously if this agent had a choice, he would not be dragging my body across the entire city just to get to this despawn point. Okay, here it comes. Cool. Uh-oh. I don't know. Okay. Unity's still running. Good. Let's find the agent. Cool. He's over there. So far, so good. Okay. I'm gonna actually, I just want to take a look at him first because I may have just paused it at a perfect time. Capture the player. Dinah says, how much money have you spent doing this so far? I spent $20 on that asset, that agent look at, or in that, sensor toolkit. Sensor toolkit's amazing, by the way. I love sensor toolkit. It's such a perfect asset. Not perfect, nothing's perfect, but you know, it's great. So I spent $20 on that. I think I spent $10. I think total of the props and game objects that I've spent, I think I've maybe bought at least five game objects are not original models. Like I've actually bought some, and I think it's come out to maybe around like $50 total. So I imagine that I could have spent anywhere between like $100 to $200 making this game, maybe. Probably less than $200 though. I wouldn't count the purchase of Playmaker because I had that, you know, before and was making other shit with it. So it's like I'm only counting things that I bought for this game. So yeah. Time is money. Yeah, that's the thing too, is like time, that's a different story. Okay, so the capture the player. Also, I do not like what's playing. I'm gonna skip this. Give it a shot. I don't know what this is. So capture the player. Arrived to despawn. Okay, that's correct. Interrogate. Ah, look at that. Warp agent failed. That's strange. It does this. It says it was a. That's extra weird, actually. What the fuck? Because it says it failed. But from what I can tell, it succeeded. It got him here. He's here. How did that fail? Warps agent to the provided position, sends event based on result, returns true if successful, otherwise returns false. The game object must have an nav mesh agent. Okay, yeah. Ah, so. It did, I still had this deactivate. Okay, shitty test, my bad. We have to run that one again. So it wasn't a very good test because I had this on still. Where is it? Warp agent. This. The whole point of using this agent warp thing is not having to deactivate this nav mesh shit. Alright, so that's still up. Let's try it again. Okay. Time's at 7:52. Alright. Yep, much respect for the time you have put in on this game. Thanks. Yeah, it's a fucking lifestyle at this point, working on Memories of a Spy. Memories of a Spy is a lifestyle. That's why I should get on a shirt. Moscow. DC, Paris hates us. I'm gonna skip this track. Okay, and we're going to Paris. And going that way. Yeah, that's good. Come get me, you son of a bitch. Right when that guy passes by, you'll come get me. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's funny. He blocked the line of sight of that other guy, and so he registered it as nobody's looking. That's hysterical. That's interesting. Okay. Not right. Ugh. Not quite sure I know how to reconcile that. Because you could do a bool all true thing, where you check two different things, where you check, can the player be seen and can I be seen? That's kind of the optimal set of questions that somebody would ask, right? If they're like, okay, if I'm going to kill this dude or kidnap him, I have to make sure that nobody can see him and nobody can see me. But right now it's only set to can nobody see him? But the only problem with that is that he also stays a distance all the time. Casually walk by somebody dragging a body. I think this is fine right now. Fringe cases. That one's a fringe case. It's also a fucking video game, so I'm down with all those silly moments. If it becomes troublesome, like people are like, hey, I thought he doesn't attack you, and then I'll do something about it, but I think right now it's good. Look at this dude walking across the entire city. I love this point of view so much. I love this point of view so much. What's in... Oh, yes. Yes. I found out what makes this even better. Oh my God. Because later on when I do implement it, where it's like he's taking you somewhere specific, like per city. Right now it's just a universal. He just takes you to this fucking random little floating room in the world. But later on it's going to be like, he picks an apartment, like whatever city you're in, he picks a private place. So it's there he goes. There we go. Hold on. Pause. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Let's get him. So we met him in Paris. He is a agent. There he is. And he was interrogating. It was a success. Ooh, player warp is a success. Dude, I'm gonna start using player warp all the fucking time now. However, for some reason his remaining distance to me is infinity. Getting the position of the interrogation seat. Let's see. The interrogation seat is right here. I'm not sure why it's set to infinity. Let's see. I can immediately tell the player was being dragged. That's cool as fuck. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice. It's going to look even better when there's actually a city behind it. Thanks. Judge Joe says, yeah, make it fade out after 5 seconds, then take you to an apartment with your loved ones, like you said. Yeah, so that's what I was going to say is maybe what I could do, because I was like, all right, you'll have your loved ones' faces fading in and out. Maybe what I could do is depending on your energy levels, if you're in good enough condition, you'll kind of get a fade in and out more often. But if your energy levels are really low, then it's just the whole time you just get an overlay and you can't see anything. But if your energy levels were good, right, and you can kind of see what happens every now and then what will happen is every time you can see, you'll get a little hint. You can just pay close enough attention to your environment to start getting an idea of where he's dragging you, which room he's dragging you to. And if you know which room he drags you to, then that could be used in some other fashion against them, you know, whether you're bugging the room or like, you know, you're stashing something in there. Like maybe you break into the room and put something in there that'll help you in case like you get caught next time or something like that, you know? But yeah, just like, you know, zero interface, no buttons and UI shit, just paying attention to what happens like around you, you know, totally just sensory input. That's not the best way to say it, but you know what I mean. Okay, so interrogation seat right here. Yeah, it's above ground enough. I don't know why. Let's see. It's like right there. Is it too high? I still haven't really figured out why. Let's see. Okay. Gets the position of that interrogation suite. Gets the V3 of it. Sets agent destination as that V3. En route to it. Remaining distance. Oh, no, that's not right. Every frame, yeah. What's weird too is that this has infinity right now, but it looks like he's walking towards us. So maybe that's I don't know. Let's see. I'm just gonna play it right now. Let's let this finish playing. All right, before I let it finish playing, let's look at the player really quick, because why hasn't the... Oh, I put the smooth look at too fucking far. Bummer. You know what I'll do? I'm gonna cheat really quick, and I'm just gonna re-enable the player look. And now let's do it. Let's see what this looks like. There he is. He's walking into the room to torture us, and he stops right in front of us. And now I lost control again. Cool, so it's just player look. Oh, see? The camera follows him. That looks good, right? Nice. And this is how he tortures you. So he tortures you here, and you get the information out. Yes! This is gonna be so fucking cool. This is already so cool. Oh my god. Okay. This game is fucking, oh my god. Oh my god, making dream games. Oh my god. I'm gonna ramble for a second because I just need to get this off my chest. Not get it off my chest, but I just want to say that, like, you know, like, I don't. Some of my favorite games in the whole world are totally on the rails. In fact, very few games that I like are procedurally generated. But it's always a dream of mine to, like, have a really interesting narrative spun that is unique to yourself, that is unique to every session that you play, and that carries a lot of sort of like thematic elements to it that are hard to do sort of procedurally, or maybe they're not even hard to do, but maybe it's just that they're just like never like thought of that way or something, you know, like and that's just like a thing with quests too. It's like people often like you have to just like script all of them, you know. They're just it's just you have to write them from top to bottom, and like, yeah, you can make probably more complex quicker, and like, you know, you have the you know, there's like an artist's touch to those things. That's great. And like I said, some of my favorite games ever are made that way. But like, how fucking cool would that if there were more games where it's like your story was procedurally generated like this, based off of like all of the elements that interact in the world, you know, like right now, this spy, the agent that caught us, looks different than what an agent is going to look like the next time they catch you. And the fact that he has like this behavior, this way of behaving, and it's like this open world, and like, oh man, like, I'm so happy that this is working. And it seems like such a daunting task it seems like a fucking really daunting thing. It still is. Don't get me wrong. I'm still like, you know, whenever I think about this shit, I'm always trying to keep myself in check. Like, ooh, but what if, you know, like even talking about the relationships things, it's like, oh, what if the player had a loved one and you can use that against them? Like that is very close to crazy talk for like trying to make a game, for one person to try to make that game, and you have to constantly rein yourself in, you know. Man, this is super trippy. Also, like, this lighting for this temporary place is so perfect because he's like underlit and shit, and it's like it's accidentally very dramatically lit, and then I have this like music playing. I love the slow, smooth look. That has to get activated before he gets in. Super trippy. Damn, this is gonna get fucked up. This is gonna get so fucked up. Like, okay. Adona says, holy shit, that worked flawlessly. There was some stutters in there. What did I have to do? Didn't I have to turn something on? I had to turn on the player look, right, to get him going, and I had to like fire off some event. I think he got something got stuck on an event somewhere. Oh, the in route thing. I think, right? Or no, that was still going. Yeah. In route. Okay. Otherwise, yeah, this is looking good. Hoo boy. Mechalina says this is really cool. Thank you. Shit. All right, what's next? It's already a 2-hour session. I'm really hungry. 8 p.m. Let me see if I could squeeze one more thing in. The thing is, I have this schedule that I make for myself. I think I showed this to you guys last time too. So like, this is supposed to be the stuff I did in 1 week between March 16th to March 22nd. You know, March 22nd is today. So between that, I got the agent follows player at a distance. Agent will attempt to knock the player out if there are no witnesses around. Agent will drag you to the nearest Civ spawn point, which then teleports both of you to the torture interrogation room. So that's working right now. What I didn't get a chance to finish up this week was when the agent photographs the mole when he picks up a package, and everything that sort of follows after that. But if there's something else I can just do right now, what can I add? Just so I can say that this week I got a little bit more done. What about the actual torture stuff? The actual torture stuff is actually right here. Right here, torture interrogation. So there's a timer in place for the length of the torture, and there's 3 sections. The timer is running, the mental fortitude drops rapidly, so it's just like the struggle one, except you do it 3 times. So when the timer is running, the player can smash a button repeatedly to add some small amount of mental fortitude back per button press. If your mental fortitude drops to 0, you lose and give some intel. Okay. You know what? Dinah says, do you have a girlfriend? I do not. Not anymore. And then message retracted. Nah, forget that, lol. I don't have a girlfriend. I'm on the dating scene, and I just bought a sewing machine so I could start tailoring all my clothes, so I could take some hot, spicy new pics for my dating profile, so people will actually give me a chance instead of just schlubbing around in my sweatpants and chanclas all day. Single dev, right? That time Mechalina called me a single dev. That was good. But yeah, maybe I think just because looking at the workload for that next section, I think maybe that is a thing that I'll just try to get done this week instead. But I will at least put that polish on this FSM so it works out nicely next time. Let's see, Interrogate. I'm gonna go eat. Catch y'all later. All right, Adonis. Thanks for swinging by. Go grab. Wait. What are you eating? So I can have food inspo. Damn, am I gonna order Postmates again tonight? Let's see. What did I need to change? The destination seemed to work, right? He got there and he gets the intel and he sets the smooth look at. Everything worked fine for that. Except the get agent remaining distance. That was the only part that was fucked up. Eating some Popeye. Ooh, shit. Damn. That sounds super dank. All right. I don't think I can match that. I'm not gonna look at that. I'm probably just gonna end up cooking up more sweet potatoes tonight. Thanks for swinging by though. Hey, Donis. Get your grub on, mate. I'm gonna delete these properties now. Ooh, yeah, I can clean up this. Get this out of there. And get this out of there. Beautiful. Oh! Okay, no, that's right. Interrogation begin. Is that GDD? GDD. What's GDD? GDD. Game design document? Oh, this? Were you asking if this is a game design document? If that's what you're asking, no, this is just like notes. It's, you know what it kind of is? It's kind of like this thing, and then I have, I used to use this more often. Where'd it go? Is it under here? Yeah. I have a notepad document. These are kind of, it's just like scratch paper, you know? What it ends up kind of being, though, is like a super detailed GDD in a way. I should probably like, yeah, game design, game document design. Yeah. You know what's kind of interesting is like, Mechalina mentioned like making a book before, like the book of like art, the art book and everything. And that could be cool because I actually do keep a ton of these. And then like I can even do, you know, the, this thing, the Trello board stuff. Like when the game's done, that'd be pretty dope to like print screen this, you know, print screen that, print screen this. And I'll proper like print screen it too. So like you can see like the notepad document and the OneNote document and the Trello interface. And then put those all on like in the pages of a book. And put them with accompanying screenshots of the game, you know? I think it would be really cool to see a game design book, you know, like the art book or whatever, with like screenshots of FSMs. I think this is done, but what am I, smooth look at? You know what it is? Is that right here, this, I'm gonna try just enabling the players being interrogated. Let's enable the player look. Like, why not? Let's just do it. So I'm gonna run that one more time for tonight just to see how things are running. And even if there's shit kind of fucked up, I'm gonna just take care of that tomorrow. You should focus on that after you finish your game. Relationships take a lot of time. I got dumped for playing too much because of lockdown, and she got bored, respectively. So, yeah, I mean, like, that's honestly a big reason why it's like it's been going. Like, my dating life is nearly non-existent Let's see, I'm trying to skip some of these songs. Because I get so caught up with this, and fucking dating takes time. Swiping on apps, like, come on, that's like so much time and energy. And it's kind of the only means I really have of like talking to people. So it's a time thing. I kind of don't have a choice, but I do, you know, I crave affection and shit like that. So, TMI. I don't want to create weird parasocial relationship shit, so I won't go too much into detail on that. But I will say that, like, I am a human being, and I do want to, you know, not be alone all the time. That'd be nice. Okay. Not Berlin, or not Paris, not London. Moscow? Moscow. All right. Let's watch this work. Hopefully it'll be a little smoother this time. Player warp. Five. Also, I just realized, I'm gonna do this right now, or no. Let's see. Where's the player at? Player camera. Skybox. There we go. Huh. Is that really? Huh. Why can't I see the skybox? Doesn't matter. All right, let's get caught by this guy. Oops. Come get me. Come get me. All right. And come get me. All right, I'm just gonna lose this fight. Starts dragging me. Sorry to hear that, Junjo. If she can't handle you when you're boring, then her lost. Yes, I agree. I agree. And I wouldn't even call it boring, but what I would say is just like, it's a mismatch, right? You want somebody who's down with it and who's probably like playing with you. Okay. I got the camera controls. I can see, I can look around. Then he comes in, and I lose control of the camera. Nice. And now this is a smooth, I didn't have to touch anything, it just fucking worked. Fucking brilliant. All right. Yes. All right, thanks y'all for being insanely kind today, with lots of kind words and just general support. That's awesome. It goes appreciated, very much so. Yeah, hope you learned some stuff today. If not, hope you got to see some cool shit. Maybe had a laugh or two. Mechalina, hope you get that animation and notification stuff going tonight. I feel like there were some other things that happened up here in the chat. What else do we have? Talking about, I think Dinah was talking about getting the position raycasts. That sounds like it got solved. Junjero, I think you said earlier in the Discord your float subtract is working for you. Let's see, somebody else. Kind of might have been it, right? So it sounds like things are going pretty well for everybody. I hope y'all will just hit up the Discord for help if you ever need anything else. Yeah, take care of yourselves. Eat some good meals, drink plenty of water, hang out with your friends and family on FaceTime or whatever, and get some sunlight if you can. Get some exercise too, that's nice. And get some good sleep. All right, y'all. I'll try to pop in tomorrow. It's likely that I'm gonna really try to keep this up, you know? I feel like it's on a it's a bumpy road, but I'm on the slow rise to being able to do weekday streams. So yeah, I'll ping y'all in the Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord, join it. Links in the description, and you'll get a notification when I stream during the weeks, during the weekdays. Otherwise, you can expect me to pop in on Friday, Saturdays, for my weekend streams, usually around noon or so. All right. Thanks, everybody. Mechalina says, thanks. See you later this week. Cool. John Joe sends a heart. Have a good night, y'all. Peace.